This year I entered the British Council for Chinese Martial Arts National Championships. There were several competitions running at the event, which were interesting to watch. However, I was only there to compete in one, which is Tuishou, otherwise known as Tai Chi push hands. Strikes are not allowed, so it's essentially a form of wrestling. Points are awarded for a clean throw or push out, and the winner is the person with the most points at the end of a match. It's also possible to win with 3 push outs. However, I'm not exactly sure about the specifics relating to this, as you'll see during the video. Joint locks, neck holds and catching the legs were also prohibited. I think grabbing the hands are also not allowed for more than 3 seconds, however I wasn't sure if this also applies to the arms as well. Either way, I had a pretty good idea of the rule set and I was feeling confident going in. I'm wearing black in the red corner and my opponent Ingram is wearing white in the blue corner. I was going for the push out here and I thought I'd got the point. However, watching it back now, I can see the ref has actually given the point to my opponent, which I didn't actually realise at the time, and you'll see 2 points being added to blue on the scoreboard. I'm not sure if I fouled perhaps, either way I'm down 2 points. Again, I was going for the push out and I thought I'd scored the points here, however it was discounted for some reason. Perhaps I'd slightly stepped out as well. Anyway, in my mind I now thought that I was winning and I only needed 1 more push out to win, whereas in reality I was behind. There was a potential arm lock at this point. However, I had to let it go as I was conscious I didn't want to be penalised, as joint locks are not allowed. That throw was scored in my favour and brought it back level to 2 apiece. As I got turned here, I knew I didn't have enough space to recover. Therefore I thought it's best if I just keep a hold of Ingram to bring him down with me, and this should result in neither of us scoring, which it did. Now bear in mind that I thought that I'd already scored 2 push-outs and I only needed a third to win. I wasn't really paying attention to the scoreboard either, so when I realised that I had to carry on, I was a bit surprised. I was just trying to take my time here, either waiting for an opportunity for another throw or push out. Once I felt I had the opportunity, I stuck to my opponent and drove him backwards out the area, scoring me another 2 points. By now, I was starting to feel quite tired. I just wanted to try and conserve as much energy as possible while still keeping my stability. When Ingram starts pulling me towards him in a moment, this was the time that I tried to use that momentum and follow it through for the push out. I think there's about 4 seconds left on the clock, but because I'd got 3 push outs, I'd secured the win. I was so tired here, I didn't really know what I was meant to be doing. This was a great match and Ingram really made me work for it. Thanks to the organisers for putting on this event. I'm looking forward to more in the future.
Winner of the match by 3 push-outs in red, Alexander James.
I think both my Aikido and Sumo training definitely helped my performance in this competition. However, I do think it's also important to credit Paul over at Bamboo Forest Martial Arts in Harrogate, who spent several months working with me to improve my push hands. If you are interested in Applied Tai Chi, I highly recommend you take some time to check him out. Anyway, if you've got any questions or insights that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. And until next time, take care.